Hello and welcome to Coffee with Carrie. Your phone called while you were on a date and it said, "Put me away and be on your date," or something like that. Okay, today we're going to talk about why dating your phone is not nearly as enjoyable as dating a human, what you can do about it, stop dating your phone, date a person, and reasons why being in a relationship with your phone is hurting your life in general, let alone your dating life. And I hope you'll stick around because 70% of people say that the most annoying thing on a date is when people use their telephone. Texting, answering calls, leaving to go take an important call, setting it up on the edge of the table to watch the kids or the dog. You certainly don't want to be doing that, but there's other great reasons to unplug sometimes. Put the phone away, turn it off, put it in a drawer, in your purse, back pocket, wherever you hide that thing. I never hide my thing. It's always in my hand. It's right here. It's always right here. And I need to take my own advice, but maybe I will. We'll talk about it and let's see what we can do about that. I'm Carrie. I'm a matchmaker and a dating coach, and I hope you'll stick around because that's what's on the agenda. Yep, the most off-putting and annoying thing that anybody can do on a date, according to 70% of the population, is use their cell phone. So that's number one. And I wanted to point out here that technology kind of came upon us very quickly. We didn't really have time to figure out how to integrate certain things healthfully into our life. We just kind of sometimes became addicted to things as they came out, didn't know how to set boundaries for ourselves around our technology and how to integrate it with a personal life, how to have relationships with people and our phones. So I think part of the problem, the reason that happened, was because there was just no transition period. Suddenly our phones were there and we loved them. And they sometimes in certain situations became more important than people, and we didn't realize the harm we were doing. So we're going to talk about some of those. And number two is being without your phone makes you a better friend, a better partner, and a better parent. And I know you're thinking that, no, I'm totally paying attention to my partner and the kids, or I might be doing something on my phone, but my wife knows that all she has to do is say something and I'm totally paying attention to her. And it's not about it being a distraction from those people. It's the fact that if it has your attention, you're probably communicating with this person without being truly engaged. And in order to be truly engaged with that person, you need to be looking at them, because it's not just about what people say or even the tone of their voice. There are visual cues that you need to be able to pick up on. Somebody could say to you, "No, I'm totally fine." And they're like crying, and you wouldn't notice that they're crying because you're multitasking and you're engaged in something else and not directly engaged with what they're saying or how they're answering you. Number two, I guess, would be because you're multitasking, but multitasking is a fallacy. There's no such thing as multitasking. It makes you feel good and powerful to be multitasking, but what you're actually doing is quickly switching back and forth between different tasks, making you feel like you're accomplishing so much, maybe not even just back and forth, but all over the place, like women tend to do. 20 browsers open and can't figure out where the music's coming from scenario. But it's not a real thing. What we're just doing is multiple things for a couple seconds here and a couple seconds there. So you're not getting any further ahead by focusing on more than one thing at a time. Don't buy into that make-believe idea that you're a fantastic multitasker. You're just good at doing lots of things that seem to be simultaneously and at one time, but you're not. The brain's just not capable. Number 8. Yes, I know I'm going out of order, but if you want me to maintain order after this, I have to go to number 8 now. Don't ask. Number 8 is putting that phone away will actually reduce stress for you. And even though it feels like you're perhaps just killing time, lounging, spacing out over your phone, watching nonsensical cat videos, or in my case, little pet friends who you wouldn't expect to be friends. I just love those. It feels like you're relaxing, but actually it stresses your body out. the constant flow of information is not really relaxing to your brain. At least that's what I've heard. It kind of makes sense to me. So to reduce stress, put away your phone and do something that's really relaxing. Number 4, we're back on track here. You will achieve more, and especially in the creative realm, if you get your phone out of the picture. Spacing out and daydreaming count as creative processes, and obviously your phone is pulling at your attention as they do, giving you dopamine in the way that they do, and not allowing you to be more creative and use your imagination and experience that very important level of awareness that's a really healthy input for all of it. It resets your brain, those processes of creativity, and you can't reset until you unplug. Number 5 would be our phones actually make us less patient and meaner. Technology in general, I've noticed, has made me less patient. Waiting for a page to load now, or, a web page that's like the little thing going round and round, I could lose my mind. It's like me standing in front of the microwave, 30 seconds, and I'm there going, come on, come on, come on. It's just ludicrous. What would have taken an hour is taking, 2 minutes, and I don't have the patience. They also make us meaner. Having that lack of patience also makes us quicker to be annoyed by things we come across on the internet. Maybe it's just that, we're on the internet more. We're bound to be involved or run into people that we find annoying or have less patience for. But with the anonymity of being behind a computer before and a phone now, we're braver to be unkind. And that's not a positive thing. No way. Number 6, it sends the message to people we are with that they are not important to us. And you don't even have to be on the phone for this message to be picked up. Having the phone nearby as a looming reminder somehow in studies has made people feel that you're still not as focused on the interaction that they're having with you, on the connection that they're trying to make with you. It makes them feel that they're not as important as the phone that's sitting next to you. And there's really nothing more connecting for humans than undivided attention. And there's always the chance that phone's going to ring, or it's going to buzz or light up or do something that will distract you. And that makes somebody feel that they don't have your undivided attention. So if you're really trying to connect with somebody, your partner, your kids, your parent, put the phone away just so that they feel that you're truly focused on them being in the moment with them. And then number 7 is a twofer, a double whammy, and that is putting your phone away, not having it around, not being focused on it, knowing when enough is enough will improve your sleep and improve your memory. It seems that we've come to rely a little too much on our phones as far as retrieving information, that we don't have to retain it anymore because it's easily retrievable by pushing a couple buttons or talking to Siri or whoever your phone assistant is. You can ask any question again, so you don't even have to hang on to the information the first time you ask. I think that's probably true. I feel like I only have a certain amount of bandwidth, and if I bring in something new that's not pertinent, I don't bother hanging on to it because I know where to find it. So those are my tips for you today. I hope you found them interesting or the list in some way helpful. If you did, maybe my mother's suggestion will appeal to you. She's suggesting a thumbs up would be fantastic. I'm suggesting maybe you want to subscribe to the channel because it's free, it's fun, and we can hang out again if you push that ring bell, because then you'll know every time there's a new episode. I will look forward to seeing you back here again soon, and until next time, have a good one. And then number 7 is a